Hi my dear students, welcome to my biology class. Today we are going to learn about test cross and back cross. Test cross and back cross. We have already learned about different types of genetic crosses like monohybrid crosses, dihybrid crosses which were proposed by Gregor Johann Mendel. These test crosses and back crosses also were made by Gregor Mendel during his experiments to understand the characteristics and their inheritance from parents to young ones. Now let's study about test cross. The purpose of test cross is to identify the genotype of the unknown individual. To know the genotype of the unknown individual. Unknown individual. It is a genetic cross in which crossing of the unknown phenotype of an individual with its homozygous recessive individual in order to identify the zygosity by analyzing the proportions of the phenotypic traits in the progeny. The zygosity can either be homozygous or heterozygous. Then how the test cross is done? Crossing of the unknown phenotype with a homozygous recessive parent. Unknown phenotype with recessive. Here recessive parent means homozygous recessive parent. Homozygous recessive parent or individual. So let us understand how is it done with the help of an example. Now imagine that you have a garden with the garden pea plants. There are a lot of violet flowered plants and white flowered plants. You can easily identify the genotype of the white flowered plant. That is of course homozygous recessive, that we have already learned about the characteristics and their contrasting traits of the garden pea in the previous sessions. So here you know that the violet color is dominant over the white color, so that white is a recessive character. White flowered plant means it is homozygous recessive. But in the case of violet flowered plant, it is very difficult to understand the zygosity. So whether it is homozygous dominant or heterozygous dominant. To understand the zygosity of the parent or unknown individual, this is the best method. Test cross is the best method. Now let us study how is it done with the help of a cross. Then suppose you have that violet plant is with you, so you have to find out the zygosity of the parent, whether it is homozygous dominant or heterozygous dominant. So that we need to do two types of crosses. A homozygous recessive parent with a homozygous dominant parent, and the second one is the homozygous recessive parent with a heterozygous parent. Let's do that. Let's consider two crosses. So the parents are violet flowered plant and the white flowered plant. Here the parents violet and white. So here the violet is the unknown parent because the parent's genotype is unknown. Violet is the unknown parent. So let's do the cross with a homozygous violet flowered plant with a homozygous recessive plant. First cross is with a homozygous violet flower with a homozygous that recessive white color. These are the parental genotype. The gametes. So for the first parent only one type of gamete, second parent also the same. Similar type of gametes are formed in the both parents. Here also similar type of gametes. So what is the next step? Fusion of the male gamete with the female gamete. So next is fertilization. So for finding out the genotype, we need to draw a Punnett square. For finding out the boxes in the Punnett square, we need to multiply the gametes of the first parent with the gametes of the second parent. So 2 into 2, 4. Here I am going to draw 4 boxes. 4 boxes. Then the gametes of the first parents must be written over here. The gametes of the second parents here. Then let's find out the genotype by multiplying with these two. First, heterozygous violet. Second one also heterozygous violet. Third one also heterozygous violet. Fourth one also heterozygous violet. Here the phenotype is violet flowered plant. Here violet, violet, violet. Here also violet. So here the ratio is 4:0. That means 4 dominant traits. That means 4 individuals have the dominant traits, no recessive trait here. So that otherwise it can be expressed as 100% dominant trait. Here if the progenies exhibit the dominant trait in the F1 generation, that parent will be homozygous dominant. Here look at here. So this is a homozygous dominant parent, so that all progenies produced in the F1 are that violet flowered plant. Did you get it? So 100% dominant means that the parent will be homozygous dominant. So let's consider the next option. Crossing of a heterozygous violet parent with a homozygous white. Then here also violet. Phenotype is violet. Here phenotype white. Here the gametes of the first parents are of 2 types. Second parents are similar type. So fertilization is the next step. During fertilization, different combinations of genes will be produced in the F1 progeny. For finding out the progenies, we need to draw the Punnett square again. Here 4 boxes, 2 into 2, 4 boxes again. First parent's gamete over here. Then second parent's gamete here. So let's find out the genotype. Then here heterozygous violet. Then homozygous white. Again heterozygous violet, homozygous white. The phenotypes are violet, white, violet, white. Here the ratio is 2:2. It can be simplified as 1:1. Here the test gross ratio is 1:1. Here you can observe 50% dominant trait and the 50% recessive trait. That means 50% plants express the dominant trait, that is a violet color. Other 50% express the recessive trait, that is a white color. So 50% dominant and 50% recessive. Then how can we guess the genotype of the unknown parent? So the heterozygous dominant. The genotype of the unknown parent is heterozygous dominant. So did you get it? If the F1 progenies exhibit, if all the F1 progenies exhibit only the dominant trait, the unknown parent's genotype will be homozygous dominant. If the F1 progenies exhibit 50% dominant trait and 50% recessive trait, the unknown parent's genotype will be heterozygous dominant. This is the way, by analyzing the proportion of the phenotype of the F1 progenies, we can easily understand the zygosity of the unknown parent. That is actually test cross. The next topic is back cross. Back cross. Back cross is a specific type of genetic cross which is used to improve the quality of the breed. What is the purpose? To improve the quality of the young ones or breed. To improve the quality of the breed. It is a crossing of a hybrid plant with one of its parents in order to achieve the parental traits and also to maintain the genetic identity, that is backcross. So Mendel had performed several backcrosses to maintain the parental quality in the successive generation. So now let's understand how is it done. So let's take one example, crossing of a tall plant with a dwarf plant, homozygous tall with a homozygous dwarf. Here the parents are homozygous tall and a homozygous dwarf. So the genotype can be written as capital TT into small tt. Gametes, similar type of gametes in both cases. Then fertilization, fusion of the male gametes with the female gametes. So we need to draw a Punnett square to find out the genotype of the F1 progenies. So for finding out the number of boxes or squares in the Punnett square, we need to multiply the gametes. 2 into 2, 4. So 4 boxes. Capital T, capital T. The gametes of the first parent, gametes of the second parents. Here I write. Then find out the genotype. Here heterozygous T, again heterozygous T. Here also heterozygous T. Here also heterozygous T. This is the F1 progeny. All are tall in appearance, tall plants. Then what is backcross? This is a hybrid plant. What is a backcross? Crossing of a hybrid with one of its parents. So let's consider a hybrid. Heterozygous TT is a hybrid plant. So this is a hybrid. Crossing of a hybrid with one of its parent. These two are the parents. So first I cross that hybrid with a homozygous dominant parent. Here, what would be the result of the F1 progeny? Here, the first parent's gamete are dissimilar type. Capital T and small t. 50% dominant allele and 50% recessive allele. The gametes with which carry 50% dominant and 50% recessive allele. Second parent, then similar type of gametes. So, what would be the result here? Again, for finding out the genotype, we can draw a Punnett square here. So, first parent's gamete here, second parent's gamete here. See, here I get homozygous dominant T, heterozygous dominant T, again homozygous dominant T, then heterozygous dominant T. Here you look at the phenotype. All plants are tall in appearance. The phenotype is tall. The genotype is 50% pure tall and 50% hybrid tall. Pure and hybrid plant. Hybrid tall. So, did you get it? What is the actual meaning of backcross? It is used to maintain the quality of the parents, the desirable quality of the parents in the successive generation, in the young ones. See, if I want to maintain the tallness in the young ones, in the successive generation, I must cross the heterozygous, the hybrid plant with the homozygous plant. Then I can maintain the parental traits in the successive generation. That is the useful aspects of backcross. So here we have learned about both test cross and backcross. Test cross is used to understand the identity of the unknown genotype, while the backcross is used to improve the quality of the breed. I hope you understood the portion well. So with this I conclude my session. Then thank you and have nice moments.